continuing to go live from Bourbon Street here. We've got plenty of good information to share with you guys that's all related to witchcraft. So again, we're looking in, we've taken you into a small smoke and vape shop on Bourbon Street, and we're showing you guys some of the items that are available here. Again, if you take a look here, you can see there's a lot of symbolism that we're seeing here. There's symbolism also connected to items that are used for smoking, vaping, for drug use. And you can see all these items are available right here, available on Bourbon Street. And so what I want to remind you guys of is, when we talk about paranormal activity and we're talking about witchcraft, we have to remember that a lot of times the way we are most easily tormented is when we have an open door. And so these items represent an open door for many of you. So we're going to educate on this part today. We're going to share with you guys some insight on, at some point, how to get out of this. If this is your battle, if drug use, alcohol use is your battle, to the extent of drunkenness, then, the Bible talks to us about drunkenness and the dangers of that. It also reminds us to be sober-minded and be vigilant, because there is a devil that's running around like a roaring lion, seeking whom he can devour. And so, oh, you guys can go.
Taking it the other way, babe.
So just wanted to give you guys a little bit of insight. Wanted to give you guys a little bit of insight into the kind of things we can find on Bourbon Street. Again, the first shop that we went into today, it had a lot of items, clothing, garments, and accessories related to homosexual activity. So that was the first shop we went into. We saw a lot of items that were related to homosexual activity. We saw some candles there that also were kind of perverting the things of God. They had different celebrities on the candles so that we could position ourselves to worship celebrities. When we think about that, that's one of the first two commandments, that we should not worship anyone except God, right? And so when we think about the fact that we've got a celebrity on a candle positioned kind of like a Mary on a candle, that is an open door right there. And so when we're talking about the idea of paranormal activity, a lot of times, many times, not all the time, but many times when we're seeing and experiencing a tremendous amount of paranormal activity, a lot of those things actually come in through open doors. And so we wanted to cover a little bit of that today. We wanted to cover a little bit around open doors so that you guys know, how you can heal from some of these things. Again, we're here and we're live on Bourbon Street, and wanted to make sure you guys knew that we're out here. We're going in and out of many different shops. Our first shop when we entered was a shop that was displaying many things that were related to homosexual activity. We also saw many candles that allowed us to, worship celebrities and create altars towards them inside of the recent smoke and vape shop. We also saw a lot of drug paraphernalia. We saw a lot of incense, a lot of items that would allow us to lean outside of the power of God for prosperity, for favor, for protection, etc. And so these are the kinds of things that I wanted to educate you guys on today. Good afternoon, sir. So again, if you guys are trying to get free from paranormal activity, these are things that I would recommend for you. I would recommend closing open doors. That's one of the things I'd recommend for you. Again, if you're looking to get free from paranormal activity, then it's definitely important to close your open door. So we found so far a lot of witchcraft, and you're welcome to join us, sir. You're welcome to join us. We're here live on Bourbon Street, and we are talking about witchcraft, paranormal activity. We're also showing you guys items from the occult so that you can tie together when you have been tormented and you've been tormented by the devil, what kind of things might be leading you to that. So wanted to make sure we covered our open doors here while we're on Bourbon Street, while we've got access to all the things that are of witchcraft and of the occult. Wanted to cover that today. Again, we know that Bourbon Street's also known for beautiful music, beautiful food, many great, awesome things And of course, we also know that it's known for some of the witchcraft, occult items, some of the items that are connected to drug use. And so again, wanted to make sure you guys know that these things are actually open doors to paranormal activity, open doors to being tormented by the devil. So if you guys are currently under torment and you're trying to figure out what and why and how to get rid of it, then I will tell you, it is the power of God that's going to help you get rid of those things. It's your submission and your obedience to God that's going to help you actually get rid of those things. And so we're going to be going live in just another few minutes. We're going to be going live and giving you guys some more updates. We've already experienced some interesting sights and sounds as we left our very first shop that was full of different outfits for homosexual activity and full of candles where we could idolize celebrities. It also had the voodoo dolls inside of that same shop. When we exited that shop, there was a huge gust of wind that came and blew down their signs, blew down flags from on top of the actual building that we exited. So we're already seeing some interesting sights and sounds here on Bourbon Street. And so wanted to bring you guys in because I know a lot of you guys are actually under attack. You may think that you're dealing with someone in your family who's got just a difficult personality, who's got a lot of anger issues, who's unkind, who may be unwell, suffering from physical illness. And I'm going to tell you, when you've got physical illness that's sudden, that you cannot put your finger on, a lot of those things are connected to witchcraft. So you're going to want to really evaluate what's going on in your sights and sounds and make sure that you're removing those items, throwing those items away. And make sure that you are being obedient to God, submitting to God, and praying for Him to release you from any curse and any torment. And that is the best way to exit paranormal activity if that's what you're experiencing. Again, we know there are many open doors. There's open doors with Ouija boards. There's open doors with spells that we cast and crystals, etc. So we wanted to cover that today here on the Victory Life podcast. Okay, we're going to be closing it down for just a minute. We're going to be live again in just a few minutes for another segment. Thank you, guys.